Anxiety has a message for you. It's been trying to tell you something for a very long time. And I think it is time that you take a little pause, put down whatever it is that you're doing right now, so that you can hear and receive the message that your body has been trying to convey to you for a very long time. You see, you can never find the safety and become okay, to feel okay, by those things in the external that you think can give that to you, the relationship or this new project or whatever thing it is that you think that you need to solve right now, or that you're not doing enough, or whatever it is that you're attaching yourself to right now. I want you to understand that the anxiety and confusion in your life is coming because you're still trying to move ahead and forward in your life right now, just a little bit too early, because there is something that first needs to come up into your awareness and make itself known to you before the answers can start coming to you. And your body has been trying to communicate this message to you for a very long time by showing you that no matter what it is that you're doing right now, or just in those mundane everyday things, it doesn't feel right anymore. There is some anxiety, there is something that feels off. You don't have the same joy and passion for things that perhaps you had at one point in your life. There is just something missing at this point. And funny enough, what's been missing all along was never something outside of you. It was always something inside of you that at this point where you're finding this video is ready to come home to you again. And that's a funny concept actually, home, because a lot of people think that home is a location or it's a place or it's a certain thing. When you have these things around you, that's home, but there is only one home, and that is in here. But when home doesn't feel safe, then you might come to think that, well, home must be somewhere else. But the fact of the matter is that home will always be here inside of you. And the safety that you always looked for in the world was never something that could come from an outside source. It was only ever able to come to you by you creating that space, by creating a beautiful home within yourself where all of you is welcome. Anxiety means that there is a lot of energy trapped in your body that you're still living separate to. And the anxiety is trying to tell you, up, you cannot continue living your life in this way anymore because you need all of you at this point. You need to connect back to what it is that's been under the surface and in front of your nose this entire time. Now, of course, we might not initially be aware of what that is, because as you look the other way your entire life, you become unknown to whatever is here right now. But if you just tune into your body a little bit, you might feel that, oh, there's a little bit of a pressure here, there's a little bit of a pressure here, something that's been with me for a long time. And that pressure, wherever that is inside of your body right now, is an authentic and vulnerable part of who it is that you are in this moment, that is true, that hasn't had its truth honored in a very long time, and that simultaneously looks for nothing else than simply to be true for what it is right now. And what I'm talking about is, of course, an emotion. Whatever that emotion is doesn't really matter. You might be sad, angry, grief, guilt, whatever. Doesn't matter. There is something here that might even be appearing as uncomfortable. Might feel hard to sit still with this. But this is the key to unlock what you've been looking for. Because the safety that you seek in this moment, whether you've been aware of it or not, can only be obtained and experienced for yourself once you create that safety for you to feel what you're feeling in this moment. There might have been a time in your life where it wasn't entirely safe to feel what you're feeling right now, and where you had to push this to the side. That's part of your experience at one point in your life, where there was a family, there was a setting in your life where there just wasn't space for you. And so because there wasn't space for you, you might inherently have believed that there is something about you that isn't right, because the resistance created in the world around you by just being you made you believe such a thing. However, now the time has come, my friend, to start to deepen the relationship to yourself and to start to parent yourself and to show the inner child, and to show these emotions that are tied to your inner child, that they were always whole and complete all along, and that while it may have appeared as if something was wrong with them to begin with, there never was such a thing as there being something wrong with them. That's just a belief that had to be the case for you to kind of survive and get by in life at one point. But life is no longer about survival, my friend. It hasn't been for a while, and now it's just about thriving for you. And it's safe to move into this space again, and as you move into this space and you create that safety for yourself, you make the commitment to show up for yourself and to give the space that the inner child and these emotions need in this moment now. To see anxiety as just a little nudge by the universe that, oh, right now I'm looking for safety. And the only way I knew about how to create safety was if I figured this thing out, if I controlled things, if this was working out, or if I had the success or the relationship, whatever. That's how I thought that safety was. But it never really was the case. And that safety was just about you feeling who you are all along. And that this was a false sense of safety that always came at the expense of pushing something about who it is that is true about who you are to the side. Well, there's a reason why your symptoms may have increased of the anxiety and why things are resonating less and less with you. And that is because the universe is inviting you back home again into yourself, where you can finally start living a really peaceful and just beautiful and amazing life by first having the safety created for yourself here and now. And then you'll be free to create and receive and do all the things that you want in life. But you have to do it from a place of first feeling safe, by being able to be all of you. That's where the work comes in at this point. The work of just showing up. So sort of the work can just happen by itself because you are so fucking effortlessly supported in doing what I'm talking about. The things will just fall into place because you will be a match of things just falling into place when you have fallen into place within yourself. Life is a little bit challenging, confusing, and weird because you're still holding on to that confusion and ways and perspectives of doing things as to not fully tap into who it is that you are in this moment. But you're so ready for that right now. You're so ready to tap back into you. And from that space, maybe you don't exactly know what the hell is going to happen next, but you can be damn sure that with that trust in just allowing yourself to exist right now as if you were whole and complete all along, it's going to unlock everything. And everything is going to make sense, because without all of you, things will never make sense. Because how could it ever make sense? It's not supposed to make sense right now. And so to try and make sense right now will just lead it to make less sense. Because how could it ever make sense if you don't have all of you? You don't know if this is right, if this is wrong, or what to do about this, because you don't have the aspect of you that knows. Like, how could you know? There's a reason that it's confusing right now. Because that confusion at the end of the day is just still keeping you in a place where you continuously don't tap into feeling you. In the surrender of trying to figure it out, what's left? It's just you. And what's so bad about you? You might realize that there's some belief here, like, oh, I just feel like I really need to do something. Well, why do you need to do something? Like, if I don't do something, then like, who am I? Like, you're just you. Like, well, am I enough? And you know, all of these things kind of unravels itself, right? And to sit with that underlying discomfort that comes from these programs and these beliefs, and to just realize that you deserve to feel in this way, and that never made you any less. You're whole and complete and always were whole and complete. And if it ever appeared otherwise, it was because you believed otherwise. And you had the power to create such a reality where it appeared otherwise. But it's not because you are not whole and complete, it's because you just said that you were. By some outside expectations or beliefs or reactions made by other people, you just started to believe it. You don't have to change your program. You don't have to change your belief. because they will naturally just disappear if you allow yourself to tap into the emotion that came before it. Because they're always just a repression of the emotion. But when the emotion doesn't need to be repressed anymore, the beliefs and the actions, the confusion, just melt away like snow on a sunny day like this. If this video was helpful to you, but that you feel you need some additional help, feel free to check out my self-mastery blueprint, where I talk to you one-on-one and we figure out what is here for you right now that you need to come in contact with. And I look forward to seeing you there. In the meantime, my friends, until my next video, enjoy yourself, have some fun, and allow yourself to feel like shit if you feel like shit. And just find the peace of flowing with it. It's an experience, and you're meant to have it. And things always change. It always shifts. That's just the nature of things. It won't be permanent. Bye-bye.